Hey guys, it's Shadow Phoenix here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to use a sniper effectively in Search and Destroy in Black Ops 2. These tips and tricks are based off of my experience from obtaining the Search and Destroy Master Calling card through both first-hand experience and observation of other players. Here's the Search and Destroy Master Calling card for those of you who haven't seen it. It took me a while, but thanks to some awesome teammates who helped me out, I got it in the end. Alright, so for my first few tips I'm going to show you a really good class setup for sniping in Black Ops 2. You probably won't need another class other than this one, except for maybe changing a few things here and there to suit your liking. It's completely up to you. Okay, so first off I'm going to choose the DSR 50 just because it's the sniper I'm most effective with. Now the mistake a lot of people make is that they put attachments on their snipers. That's a waste of points. Remember, you only have 10. A secondary is essential when sniping, especially on Black Ops 2. My personal preference is to have two B23Rs. I like them because they're not overpowered and they're kind of a challenge to use as well. I find the dual-wield Cap 40 is a bit too challenging though, so I stick with the B23Rs. Anyway, enough about that, let's move on to the perks. First off, you're going to want to put on the wildcard Perk 2 Greed, because the perks in the Perk 2 slot are essential for this kind of playstyle. But for Perk 1, I recommend Flak Jacket, for those pesky explosives like Claymores and C4s that people use in Search and Destroy that just kind of take no skill whatsoever. For your two perks in the Perk 2 slot, I recommend Fast Hands and Scavenger. You can never switch weapons or throw equipment quickly enough in my opinion, hence Fast Hands, and you can never have enough ammo, hence Scavenger. For Perk 3, you're obviously going to want to have Tactical Mask for all those tryhards who use concussion grenades or the campers that use shock charges. For your lethal equipment, I recommend C4 for those head glitching campers, and of course a shock charge so you can watch your back from those rushing red gunners. Alright, now that we've got our class set up, I want to show you a few tricks in game. Okay, so here we are in a private match on drone. I'm just going to simulate a typical situation in Search and Destroy. Alright, from here I can see that there is a guy head glitching the barrel down here, but I don't want to go for the shot right now because he's got quite a bit of cover and I don't think I could quick scope him from here, so I'm going to try and get closer. The reason I'm not going to hard scope him is because that wouldn't really look as good, and that's pretty much what you're going for in Search and Destroy. It's not just about getting the kill, it's also how good you look doing it. So for that reason and for that reason alone, I'm going to try and get closer and quick scope him.
Enemy combatant!
Well, I missed the quickscope, but I got the kill. For those of you who don't know or aren't familiar with it, after you miss your initial shot, what you should do is switch weapons, then spam your shoulder buttons as fast as you can to shoot the dual-wield pistols effectively. Sometimes you may want to do this before you take your shot, say if they're too close, or if they're red gunning, or if they're sniping or something. This is a really effective way to kill people, especially red gunners who can't snipe. I would always check windows in situations like this, as I've used an unsuppressed weapon. Normally people would hardscope the window to check if someone is there, but I'm going to try and get a quickscope wallbang. There, he spotted me, but I'm going to keep my cool and just try to quickscope him.
Going explosive! Get MSD!
Well, I got pretty unlucky, but I just decided to C4 him because he was using a shotgun anyway, and they're overpowered. And as you can see, I destroyed his shock charges, which obviously means he was camping. Just a quick tip too, always run with your pistols out, especially indoors, because not only could you run into red gunners, but you also run faster with pistols out than with snipers. Anyway, I'm just going to go check up in this room for any more red gunners. I could plant the bomb, but I don't recommend playing the objective in an objective game mode because that could end the round before you get all the kills you want. I recommend you just try and kill everyone because your team will appreciate your score much more than the victory that all your teammates would share with you. Yeah, so like I was saying before, pistols out when indoors is a pretty good way to stay safe in Search and Destroy, and luckily I've got my shock charge to slow down any rushing red gunners. Took out that guy, didn't snipe him because, like I said, I was indoors and he was using a suppressed SMG anyway. Oh yeah, you see that red dot? That's what's called a dummy. He's shooting to tell me where he is now that he's the last enemy alive. You should do this in public games. Plan for an enemy to be standing still so you can trick shot them for final. It could be your friend or even someone random in the lobby, just make sure your clan tags aren't the same, otherwise people will claim that it's set up. Oh, and if you don't trick shot for final, you might as well not even snipe and Search and Destroy, you might as well just click away from this video. And to clarify, the reason you want people to set up is because not only do legitimate kill cams look bad, they're also hard to do. In Call of Duty, you always want to put in as little effort as possible to achieve your goals. As a warning, I'd also like to say that I'm really good at trick shotting, and that I've patented this shot, so that basically means that if you hit it or even go for it, you have to credit me for creating it. Sensitivity should be on 14 so that you can't see which way you're facing when you're spinning, because that just looks really bad. Alright, here we go. Wow, that would have been really sick, even for a private match shot. I ended it just to show you how close I got. You should always do that in public games too. Just end it if you nearly hit something, then everyone will get to see it. Yeah, so that's it from me. I hope to see more of you guys sniping in Search and Destroy and not running around with red guns. I know you guys wouldn't do that anyways, because that's for tryhards, and this playstyle isn't like that at all. Anyway guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Cheers.